Okay, so let's jump right into this really beautiful and honestly powerful story. We're going to talk about a simple, everyday moment that holds a huge lesson for all of us. It all starts with a young girl named Mariam on the very first morning she decided to wear her hijab to school. This was so much more than just putting on a piece of clothing. For Mariam, this was a huge moment of personal expression. And that feeling, like carrying a little sunrise, wow, that just perfectly captures the warmth and the pride and the pure joy she felt. It was her saying, "This is me." And really, her whole morning boiled down to these three powerful words. There was pride in her faith and her culture, a real solid sense of identity that she was finally ready to share with the world, and of course, the quiet courage it takes to just step out and be seen for who you are. But as Mariam steps onto that school bus, that warm, sunrise feeling she's carrying is about to run into something cold and hard. It's a moment that's going to challenge everything she's feeling. Let's see what happens. That's it. That's what the bus driver, Miss Collins, says to her. It's not angry. It's not malicious. It's just rushed. It's impersonal. In one quick, thoughtless sentence, this beautiful symbol of her identity is just reduced to that thing. And this line just perfectly illustrates the impact, doesn't it? That amazing sunrise feeling in her heart suddenly has a heavy stone dropped right on top of it. All that warmth and light just feels crushed by the weight of those few words. And this part is so important. When Mariam explains it to her parent later, the hurt wasn't just about the words. It was about what was missing. It was the lack of recognition. She wasn't Mariam. Her hijab wasn't a hijab. She was basically made to feel invisible. So what do you do when you feel hurt and unseen like that? Well, instead of meeting it with anger or just shutting down, Mariam and her parent come up with this amazing strategy, a gentle, proactive approach they call the kindness plan. The plan is just beautifully simple, just 3 steps. First, you connect on a human level by learning and using the other person's name. Second, you build a positive foundation by showing gratitude. And third, you create a moment to gently, kindly teach. It's really a roadmap for building a bridge instead of a wall. This is really the whole idea behind that very first step. Using someone's name. It's probably the simplest but most powerful way to say, "I see you. You're a person." It's the very first plank you lay down to build that bridge of understanding. Okay, so with the plan in hand, Mariam starts this quiet work of putting it into action. And it's not about one big dramatic gesture. Nope, it's all about small, consistent efforts that, over time can create some really big changes. And here, we can see the plan unfolding over just 1 week. On Monday, a simple, polite, "Good morning, Miss Collins," using her name. By Wednesday, she offers gratitude. And by Friday, you can see it. Something has shifted. That initial hardness has softened into a little smile and a nod. The connection is starting to form. This phrase just sums it all up, doesn't it? Each one of those good mornings and thank yous is like a small key. They might not seem like a big deal on their own, but together, they're unlocking the big door of communication and respect. So, now that this foundation of kindness and recognition has been laid, Mariam is ready for that third and final step of her plan, to gently teach, to turn a moment of not knowing into an opportunity for real connection. I mean, what a brave and brilliant question this is. She doesn't correct her, she doesn't confront her. Instead, she invites Miss Collins into her world with this open-ended question that just naturally introduces the word she wants her to learn. She's really offering the word like it's a gift. And look at Miss Collins' response. You can almost hear the pause, the hesitation as she tries out this new word, hijab. But she does it. She learns, and she even responds with a compliment. The bridge has officially been crossed. So, just so we're all on the same page, a hijab is a head covering worn by some Muslim women. But as we've totally seen through Mariam's story, it is so much more than that. It's this powerful symbol of faith, of personal identity, and of immense pride. And this is the beautiful result of that one small exchange. By learning one new word, Miss Collins was given a window into Mariam's world. She no longer sees that thing, she sees a hijab. And because of that, she sees Mariam more clearly too. So the story now comes full circle. We get to see the complete, lasting impact of Mariam's patient and compassionate plan. And the change in their relationship is cemented by one last really thoughtful gesture. Mariam puts together this small gift for Miss Collins. Inside, there are kindness cookies. I mean, how perfect is that? It's a symbol for her whole approach. And there's a handwritten card with a note that's simple, direct, and kind, reinforcing both her gratitude and the lesson all in one.
And this is Miss Collins's response. It's just full of genuine appreciation. She's not just thanking Hurt for the gift. She's acknowledging the lesson. She's grateful to have the right word, to have had that window open for her. The kindness plan was a total success.
Ultimately, what this story teaches us can be boiled down to this, right here. Kindness is an incredibly powerful teacher. Using someone's name is the simplest way to connect. And showing gratitude, well, that has the power to soften hearts and build bridges where there were only walls before. And that kind of leaves us with a question to take with us. Mariam used kindness to change her small corner of the world. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? What small key do you have in your pocket? What kind word can you offer someone today that might just open a very, very big door?